Hi there, this is Dani, and the channel is You and Me Living Free. Today's going to be a hiking video, maybe. I'm starting in the car. Okay, I've got a couple of strikes against me. Okay, I'm excited because I'm all geared up. I have my new Columbia shirt on, and it's supposed to help me with sun protection, and it's also supposed to help me with moisture, and it's got all these flaps with all this aeration and stuff, and it's gonna be really great. I'm sure the shirt is wonderful. I'm excited about that. I even have a new headband. I just remembered that. New headband. I'm at Palo, Duro Canyon State Park outside of Amarillo, Texas. If anybody's traveling on like I-40, it's only a half an hour away from I-40. I love this place. I've been here a few times. But here's the deal. Every time I come here, I've basically been driving all day because Amarillo is on the way to a lot of cool stuff that I drive to and from to get to Kansas City and back again. So I'm through Amarillo a lot, but every time I come through here, I'm tired, I've been driving, and it's a bad time of day to do a hike. If I'm gonna do a hike, usually I like to get up in the morning and do it pretty much first thing, or at least before noon or so. I almost never do a hike in the afternoon, especially not in Texas, because it's hot here, but it's not super hot. It's about, I don't know, 80 or so. And there is a decent breeze, at least kind of, you know, as much as you get as of a breeze in a canyon, but still there's a little breeze. But this is rated as an easy trail. It's only a mile or a little more. There's a couple of things though. I reserve the right to turn around at any time because on the all trails it is talking about rattlesnakes being spotted and also biting flies being really bad. So I've never had an encounter with a rattlesnake, but I was going to do some research to see what to do besides just avoid them and back away slowly. But I don't have any cell coverage, so I can't do any research right now. So I'm just gonna try to stay on the path. This is a pretty well-traveled path. It's going to the caves. But if the biting flies attack me, I reserve the right to stop at any time. I'm not going to push through and get to the end of this at all costs like I do on some hikes. So just a little preface before we get started. So let's do this. The trailhead's gorgeous. This is just right here at the trailhead. Guess this is it. Okay, I'm already kind of lost. I went ahead and got the paid version of All Trails so that it could help me navigate these trails when I don't have cell coverage, when I'm offline. And so it looks like it's telling me to go some way that is completely out of the question. So there are footprints over here, this way I'm going, but it's kind of leading me up this gully and stuff. I don't know. All right, I found another trail. That one just wasn't working out for me. It was too confusing and it was too much climbing. So I think I was doing something wrong. So I was worried about rattlesnakes and stuff. So at this point, my goal is just to, just to move around a little bit. Been in the car, was driving yesterday, was driving today. So I'm just gonna try to enjoy this scenery. I'm gonna walk for a little bit, and when I feel like it, I'm turning around and I'm gonna count it all as good. since I don't have a map or anything, I'm just sticking on this trail, which is really clearly defined. It's had many forks kind of going off of it, but they're all clearly not as major as this major one, so it's easier for me to tell where I'm going on my way back. I always think about that when I'm out for a hike, right? I want to be able to find my way back. There you go. That's cute with the hat like that. Anyway, so I don't know how far I'm going. It doesn't matter. I'm not keeping score or anything. I'm just out trying to enjoy it. And with that in mind, why am I not slowing down? Listen to the cicadas. Love the sounds of nature. Looks like a grasshopper, but when it spreads its wings, it looks like a monarch butterfly. Oh. I had to do a screenshot of the video and then expand it and make it bigger. I guess it doesn't look like a monarch butterfly exactly, but it is kind of orange and black, and it wasn't what I expected to see when that thing that looked like a grasshopper was in front of me. This is one of those situations where I started the trail at the other end. So this is just an out and back trail. This is actually the trailhead, but this was my halfway point because I got here and then turned back. Got some heavy breathing going on. Okay, I think I'm taking the video of these ants. This is a little ant hill. They're all underground. You can see them coming and going. And every time I come to Palo Duro, I see a ton of ants on the trail. So I'm just wondering, like, is this just a big area for these ants or what? I'm curious. So if you know, then let me know in the comments because I'm actually curious. I've actually thought I wouldn't camp here in a tent because of that reason, because there's just too many ants around. Every time I turn the corner, there's another gorgeous vista. It never gets old. Yay! Finished another hike, just turned on the air conditioning. My face is red from exertion. More than sun, it should be anyway, because I had my hat and sunscreen on. The jury's still out on the old Columbia shirt. I don't know. I thought it felt kind of heavy and thick when I was actually out there. So I don't know if I love it or not. I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know. I need a little more experience with it before I kind of give it a heads up or heads down, thumbs up or thumbs down. I'm so used to wearing everything that's like a t-shirty material that's so soft and that is elastic waist and loose around the arms and everywhere, that it's kind of weird being in like a structured shirt kind of thing, even though it's plenty big. I got a 3X and it's not tight at all. It's more kind of structure than what I'm used to. And it has a big aeration, like big places in the back for the air to move through. But with my backpack on for hiking, I didn't feel like I was getting any air. So I don't know. Like I say, I'll reserve judgment. Right now, I'm like, I don't know if it was worth it or not, but we'll see. Plus I got super sweaty and it doesn't feel heavy and wet actually, so that's actually really nice. Anyway, I guess that trail was about 1.2 miles by the time I got back to the car and everything, which is great because it ended up, the first place felt like a little breeze. It was like 81 degrees, and then by the time I got to the second place and I'm done now, it's like 83 degrees and the breeze kind of disappeared. So that's okay, because in this same area, it's going to be 90 or 92 tomorrow. So actually my timing is perfect. So I am going to sit here in the semi-shade. That's another thing about van life that they don't talk about very often, but that is, once you start to really to boondock and to be in different places and to kind of struggle with the heat and the elements and stuff, is shade is like this premium. Shade is like VIP status if you've got somewhere where you can be in the shade, especially places, you know, that have a lot of sun and that have a lot of high temperatures often don't have, you know, a big forested area for you to enjoy all the shade. So I'm actually like sitting beside like a mesquite tree or whatever, and it's like shielding half of the sun, but actually that's a lot. It's a lot different than sitting in full sun. All right, it looks like you made it to the end of another video. So I'm either gonna stick around this state park for a little longer, maybe stay here for sunset, and then I'm gonna head back to Amarillo. The only reason I've never been able to be here and then hike in the morning here is because I've never been able to get a camping spot. They're sold out, there's nothing available, and every time I come and every time I check, it is always sold out. So, you know, that there's a lot of that going around this year, and so I don't see it probably lightening up anytime soon. But since it's only a 30-mile drive, that's okay. I'm either going to stick around here till sunset or I'm going to head back to Amarillo. I might go to the Cracker Barrel to park tonight, because actually Cracker Barrel doesn't sound bad. I might treat myself to a Cracker Barrel dinner and then stay in their parking lot. Either that or I'll go to the Texas Information Center in Amarillo, which is like a big rest stop area. I've stayed there before. Okay, if I think about it, later tonight I'll just pop back on and let you know where I stay. Okay, thanks for being here. I'll catch you next time. Well, I ended up at Cracker Barrel here in Amarillo, and it's almost sunset. I'm right off of I-40, and it looks okay. It is clean, it is safe, and it is good for the night. So thank you, Cracker Barrel. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.